Jordan is a land etched with the stories of empires and civilizations. For centuries, this territory was an important part of the vast Ottoman Empire, a crossroads for traders and pilgrims journeying across the Middle East. Its ancient roots saw the passage of countless caravans, each leaving a faint mark on the landscape. But the early 20th century brought immense change, as the First World War redrew the maps of the entire region. The fall of the Ottomans led to a new chapter, one where outside powers would shape the destiny of its people. This transition period was complex and often fraught with tension, setting the stage for the modern nation we know today. Following the Ottoman collapse, the area came under British influence, becoming part of the British Mandate for Palestine. This was a pivotal time, a period of political maneuvering that established the Emirate of Transjordan in 1921 under Abdullah I. It was a step towards self-governance, but full sovereignty was still on the horizon. The journey to nationhood was a careful one, navigated by leaders who had to balance local aspirations with the geopolitical interests of major world powers. Finally, on the 25th of May, 1946, the country achieved full independence, officially becoming the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. This moment marked the true beginning of its modern identity, a kingdom built on ancient foundations. Strategically positioned at the very heart of the Middle East, Jordan is a bridge between Asia, Africa, and Europe. It shares its borders with a number of key neighbors, a fact that has profoundly influenced its history and its present. To the north lies Syria, a country whose recent turmoil has had a huge impact on Jordan. To the east, it borders Iraq and Saudi Arabia, two nations with immense regional influence. To the west, it shares a border with Israel and the Palestinian West Bank, placing it at the center of one of the world's most enduring conflicts. This geography makes Jordan a critical player in regional stability, a balancing act it has managed for decades with remarkable skill. Today, Jordan is home to a population of over 11 million people, a number that has grown significantly due to the influx of refugees. The official language is Arabic, the vibrant tongue you hear in the bustling markets of Amman and the quiet desert camps of Wadi Rum. The country is a constitutional monarchy, a system that provides a foundation of stability. It is led by His Majesty King Abdullah II, a respected figure on the world stage, who has ruled since 1999. The government is managed by the Prime Minister, Jafar Hassan, who oversees the day-to-day administration of the kingdom. This political structure has helped Jordan navigate the often turbulent waters of Middle Eastern politics with a steady hand. Jordan's landscape is one of dramatic and often stark beauty, covering an area of around 89,342 square kilometers. The vast majority of the country, nearly 80%, is comprised of the arid Arabian Desert. This isn't just a flat expanse of sand. It's a world of stunning rock formations, sweeping dunes, and hidden canyons that have been carved by wind and water over millennia. This desert environment defines much of the country's character and has shaped the resilient nature of its people. Venturing into this wilderness, you quickly understand that it is a place of both harshness and incredible serenity, a landscape that commands respect and inspires awe in equal measure. Among its remarkable landforms, the Dead Sea stands out as a true natural wonder. Situated in the Jordan Rift Valley, it is the lowest point on the surface of the Earth, more than 430 meters below sea level. Its incredibly high salt concentration makes the water so buoyant that you can float effortlessly on its surface, a surreal and unforgettable experience. The country is also bisected by a mountainous highland region that runs from north to south. These mountains create a dramatic spine through the country, separating the eastern desert from the fertile Jordan Valley to the west. This varied topography gives Jordan a surprising diversity of landscapes within its relatively small borders. The climate in Jordan is largely determined by its desert geography, leading to distinct seasonal patterns. Summers, stretching from June to September, are typically hot and dry, with temperatures often soaring, especially in the Jordan Valley and the desert regions. It's a time when the sun beats down relentlessly, and life slows down during the hottest part of the day. Winters, in contrast, are generally mild and cool, though temperatures in the highlands can drop significantly, sometimes even bringing a dusting of snow to the surprise of many visitors. This cooler season is often a more comfortable time for exploring the country's many historical sites. Between November and March, Jordan experiences its rainy season. However, Rainfall is scarce and precious here, with most of the country receiving very little precipitation throughout the year. The Western Highlands see the most rain, which is vital for agriculture in the more fertile parts of the country. This limited water supply is one of the most significant challenges Jordan faces. The stark contrast between the parched desert and the life-giving rains of winter highlights the delicate balance of nature in this part of the world. Understanding this climate is key to appreciating the resilience required to thrive in such an environment. Jordan's economy is classified as that of an upper-middle-income country, but it faces a complex set of challenges. It is a nation with limited natural resources, particularly when it comes to oil, which sets it apart from many of its neighbors in the Gulf. Instead, its economy relies on a diverse mix of sectors. Tourism is a cornerstone, drawing visitors from around the world to its incredible historical sites. The country also has significant phosphate and potash mineral deposits, which are exported globally. Manufacturing and a growing tech sector contribute as well, but the economy is heavily dependent on foreign aid and remittances sent home by Jordanians working abroad. Despite these strengths, Jordan grapples with persistent economic hurdles. Water scarcity is perhaps the most critical issue, as it is one of the most water-poor countries on the planet. This affects everything from agriculture to daily life for its citizens. Youth unemployment is another major concern, with a large population of young, educated people struggling to find meaningful work. Furthermore, the country's legendary hospitality has been put to the test by the arrival of massive refugee populations, first from Palestine and more recently from the war in Syria. Supporting these communities places an immense strain on public services, infrastructure, and the national budget. Yet, for all its economic struggles, Jordan possesses a cultural wealth that is truly priceless. At the heart of this culture is the legendary Bedouin hospitality. The Bedouins, the traditional nomadic inhabitants of the desert, have a code of honor that dictates warmth and generosity towards any guest. This spirit has permeated the entire society. It's not uncommon to be invited into a stranger's home for a cup of sweet mint tea or to share a meal. This genuine friendliness is one of the most enduring memories for any traveler to Jordan. It is a reminder that human connection is a form of wealth that cannot be measured in currency. This generosity is most often expressed through food. Jordanian cuisine is a delicious blend of Bedouin traditions and Levantine flavors. The most iconic dish is mansaf, the national dish of Jordan. It consists of tender lamb cooked in a rich sauce of fermented dried yogurt called jamid and served over a bed of rice and flatbread garnished with nuts. Another staple is zarb, a Bedouin barbecue where meat and vegetables are cooked in an underground oven covered with sand. Sharing these meals is a deeply social affair, a celebration of community and heritage that offers a true taste of Jordanian life and its deeply ingrained traditions of welcome. For any traveler, Jordan offers a journey through millennia of human history. The undisputed jewel in its crown is the ancient city of Petra. Walking through the narrow Sick Canyon to emerge before the magnificent treasury is one of the world's great travel moments. But the adventure doesn't stop there. The vast red desert landscapes of Wadi Rum, famously described by T.E. Lawrence as vast, echoing and godlike, offer the chance to sleep under a blanket of stars in a Bedouin camp. Then there's the Dead Sea, where you can float in the salty waters and cover yourself in its mineral-rich mud, a natural spa experience unlike any other. Beyond these headline attractions, Jordan is filled with other treasures. The capital, Amman, is a fascinating city of contrasts, where the ancient Roman theater sits alongside bustling modern souks and contemporary art galleries. To the north, the ruins of Jerash offer a glimpse into the grandeur of the Roman Empire, with its colonnaded streets and well-preserved temples. Religious history is palpable in places like Madaba, famous for its Byzantine mosaics, and Mount Nebo, where Moses is said to have looked out over the Promised Land. For those seeking sun and sea, the coastal city of Aqaba on the Red Sea provides world-class diving and snorkeling opportunities. In a region often associated with conflict and instability, Jordan stands out as a beacon of peace and safety. The government has worked tirelessly to maintain stability, and the country is known for being one of the safest destinations in the Middle East for travelers. This security has allowed it to play a vital humanitarian role, providing refuge for millions of people displaced by regional conflicts. It's a heavy burden for a small country, but one it carries with immense dignity. This commitment to peace is also reflected in its diplomatic efforts, sometimes using avenues like sports to build bridges with its neighbors. Ultimately, Jordan is a destination that rewards the curious traveler with more than just spectacular sights. It offers a profound sense of connection to ancient history, to dramatic landscapes, and most importantly, to its people.